Right, good afternoon. Welcome back from lunch. Hopefully you're all fed and watered and feeling comfortable for the afternoon session. If any of you are feeling drowsy, please feel free to jump up, touch your toes, stretch your backs, whatever, but don't obscure the view of those behind you. We've got an exciting afternoon, so to get on with it, I want to just go through some parish notices, as you might say, first. The PWI, as part of Joan's initiative with decarbonisation and climate change, has agreed an award, and the details of this are in the journal. So I'm not going to labour the point today. If you don't have a journal, it means you're not a member of the PWI, and you can read it when you've joined. Yes, right. So the award is important. Let's not trivialise it. Please have a look at it, see if there's interest in taking part, and I would encourage you to do so. The second thing I wanted to remind everyone about is a subject very dear to my heart, electrification. We have a conference in Glasgow on the 21st of April. It's, I think, the third of what should have been annual conferences on electrification, somewhat delayed by a couple of years for obvious reasons. We will be having a debate about delivering the business case of electrification against the background of TD&S. And that's an important conference. Hopefully, I might see some of you there. Again, it's in the journal, and if you're not a member, you should join so you get the journal. So, a couple of things, observations from me from this morning, if I might. We had some fantastic presentations today, and we've heard some really great stuff. I'm going to pick on 2 or 3 bits, and this is not to embarrass people unduly, but Abizola's presentation, Abizola, looking at you in the audience, your presentation was fantastic. You are among the people who I would categorise as the hope for the future, and your vision is a laudable one. And what I would say to you is, don't be beaten down by the industry's capacity to make it seem too difficult. You can win, and you will. Brilliant. Thank you for your presentation. I'm sure we all enjoyed that. I want to just say one more thing about electrification itself. We've heard a lot this morning about the role of electrification in the climate challenge, the electrification of railway lines. We have a lot of activity going on at lots of levels in the industry, seeking to address what Julian mentioned, the cost gap. It costs too much. We are, as a nation, statistically an outlier across benchmarks in Europe. We sit way above the European benchmark level, and our industry insists on keeping benchmarking schemes against other network rail schemes, which is a surefire way of remaining an outlier against Europe. Our job as engineers is to pick up that challenge. We have to get the costs of electrification down so that we can achieve financing from government. And what I'm saying to you as engineers is, I think Julian put it about agility. There is something about agility in there. We're not fast enough to react. We don't get on quickly enough. We talked about the sleepers this morning, the composite sleepers. The challenge was, why do we need to reauthorise their use when they've already been proven in another country? That challenge is very real. And I think one of the issues that all engineers need to understand, and Solar is picking the point up, some of you more senior in the organisation will see it for yourselves. If you do not act in an empowered way, you become a victim of the system. We're engineers. We should act empowered. If we know the answer's right, we should get on and do it. Enough of the high horse, no more preaching. I am going to make the introductions for the first speakers.